People ask me the same questions over and over. What should I be investing in? How do I get started investing? But the one question I don't get asked enough of is, should I even start investing? It's easy to look at all the wealthy people and say, well, they've invested, so that must be the way you get rich. Whilst investing is a huge wealth builder, don't get me wrong, but if you look a little bit deeper at these individuals, you'll see a common trend. You need money to make money. We've all heard that common saying, and it's one that you can't get away from. But if we have a look at this investment calculator, it will show you why. Okay, so I've come onto this investment calculator. I just want to show this to you so you can understand how much money it actually does take to amass wealth and how it does take a lot of time. So I'll put a starting amount here of 2,000. Nice amount. We'll do firstly 10 years. So if you hold this money for 10 years, return we'll put over 10%, we'll put 15. Even with a higher rate, it'll still be a problem. Compound annually, additional contributions. We'll do this at a year, we'll do it at the beginning of the year. Now, for the UK, I typed in here and you can see the average salary is 25,971. However, this calculates in dollars, so I converted this. Firstly I divided it and you get this much. And then if you put that in there, then it comes out as this much dollars. Now, this is assuming half, so if you invested half of your take-home pay, then you'd end up looking like this. So your ending balance would be 421,000, which is an okay number. Your starting amount, obviously we put 2,000. Total contributions, you would have paid in 176,000, and your total interest would be 242,000. Now this is still after 10 years. Obviously if you put this up to 20 years, then it takes more in effect. And then there you go, that's a nicer number. But you still got to wait 20 years and you still got to invest half of that, half of your take home salary in the UK, so that's $17,690. So if you invest that every single year at a rate of return of 15% after 20 years, that'll be what you're looking like. However, more realistically, you're at 10%, and you can do this if you have high cash flow. You're not going to invest that much. You might invest you might do monthly contributions at, I don't know, maybe 800. And this is still after 20 years, you're going to be like this. So that's where it shows you the more money you can invest, the better. That's where having a lower income, something like this, can be a bit of a problem if you're wanting to retire early and not wait this long. Okay, so for my case, I'm 21 now, so if I wanted to retire when I'm 35, so in 14 years time, I'd have a bit of a problem putting this much in, so I'd have to put a lot more. We could try that, and we'll see the numbers. Still not really enough, so you'd have to invest even more. You could probably do it maybe something like this, but again, for me, I'd prefer even more, so we'll try 3,500. Somewhere like that maybe, probably even a bit more because of just inflation and whatnot. But you've got to put in $3,500 or pounds, whatever, to get to that number. That's quite a lot of money in a month to do for the average person. So the first and one of the most important things you need to consider is your goals. If you have a long timeline, don't want to retire early, are committed to consistently adding money into your investments and letting them grow over a period of decades, then yes, you can grow a large sum of money from a little to start. But if you are not willing to invest over the long period and being consistent with it, then you are better off trying to build some sort of business, increasing your income, so then you can accelerate that wealth building process that way. If you look at some of the biggest investors on YouTube, you can see one being Graham Stephan. Yes, he has a lot of money invested now, but where he started was not with investments. He started with real estate. That's all his previous content about, was real estate, and that's how he got his starting money, was commissions. He was very good at it. He got a lot of money in commissions. He then used this money to invest into things, and this is now what I'm trying to do, and this is the point I'm trying to make. A lot of people didn't start with investments to make their money. They did do other things, businesses, side hustles, real estate or other high income jobs to get that money for investments. Another example of this is Andre Jig, another large investor who has a lot of money invested in crypto, stock market and whatnot, but he started with YouTube. That was kind of his main money, was YouTube. By monetizing YouTube you can make quite a lot of money, and that was his path. He didn't start off with loads of money to invest. No one did on this list. They grinded, they worked, they started businesses, side hustles, and they got the money that way. So the point I'm trying to push is that while yes, investing is a huge thing that you can use to build your wealth, it shouldn't be the only thing you do use. You should be trying to build side hustles, build other businesses, while trying to do this at the same time. So it all comes down to you, your personal goals, what your lifestyle is, what you want it to look like. If you just want to put some money aside throughout your lifetime and let it build and consistently do that, then when you come to retirement you will have a nice little nest egg for you. But if you want to actually live with that money, use it, spend it and whatnot, while also growing it, then there's different ways to go about it. And the second thing is your current financial situation. Pretty much, can you even afford to invest? If you are living paycheck to paycheck, struggling to pay the bills, then how on earth do you think you can invest? The stock market, unless you're trading, is not a place you can make quick money. Investments are exactly that. You're supposed to invest your time, energy into them, plant that wealth seed, keep watering it with consistent contributions, and then wait for it. Let it grow over decades. That is what investment is. Trading is completely different, swing trading. Yes, you can make short-term money that way, but again, it's more risky. That would be up to you to decide. So if you're sitting there thinking of investing because you think you're going to get some quick returns because you've seen someone else do it with like Dogecoin or something of that nature, that's not really how the stock market works. You can obviously do that, it has been done, but it's kind of like the lottery. These people are very few and far between, and it was just sort of more luck than anything that these things worked out. Debt also goes hand in hand with this. If you've got high debt, then most chances are that if you pay off that debt, that's going to return you more than it would if you invested. The S&P historically returns about 10% a year, so if you've got debt with an interest of say 20%, then you're better off paying off that debt, because effectively you've actually gained money back, because obviously you don't have to pay anymore. So if you've got high credit card debt, medical, car, whatever it may be, I would suggest focusing with that, tackling that problem. One, it will free you up, make you feel free because you're not tied down to it. Two, it frees your money up, and your income is one of your best wealth building tools. And then in most cases it is the better financial decision to do this. Now in some cases you have good debt as well, so you just have to recognise what bad debt is and what good debt is. And that's really it. I don't want to make this video super long for you. I just wanted to get to the point across. Now that we're in 2022, obviously a lot of people are looking to get into investing. I just wanted them to understand if they really should get into it. So I don't want this video to come across as negative. I always encourage people to invest in themselves, whatever that might look like for you. Personal development, that's what it's all about on this channel, and that is what I'm trying to build, a community dedicated to that. And investing is a big part of that in most people's cases, but not everyone. So with that being said, hope you enjoyed the video. Check out all the links in the description to help you out with whatever you need, crypto, investments, cards, whatever it is, that'll be down there. And I'll catch you in a bit. Peace out.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.